Then high spirit, motivation, development of confidence, and collaborative decision making.
Motivation and confidence, they are two, I think, additional points, and they are very good points, because when you are working together as a team, if you are really interested in doing things, you can become more motivated, and it builds your confidence when you know that there are other people supporting. Who are the plus? Yes.
Most of the points have already been discussed. Just a few different ones. If the work is distributed, then experts can be hired for particular tasks.
Yes.
Yes,
so you can allocate duties in a more informed way, knowing that they, yes.
So we can take the best out of the individual leaders.
Exactly.
Rather than
makes it easier to make choices.
Exactly.
Yes.
And also the head, the top head, is then relieved of the nitty-gritties, so he can focus on the expansion of the business, thinking on new areas or more innovative decisions can be made.
It relieves some people of certain responsibilities by sharing it with others.
That also is sort of related to the realizing the full potential of everybody, because
that was raised by other two groups also.
So,
but yes, that is this additional point is that it. Although it realizes potential of everybody, it frees some people's time, and those people might have other important things to do, particularly people who are in institutional leadership. If they can, yes, that's anything else?
No, that's
others have been introduced. Who are the sport leaders? Yes, yes. Yes, exactly. Shared workload.
Training for future leadership, same at the point of profession.
Yes, to some extent, increase succession.
The work gets streamlined and better organized.
Yes.
And collaboratively, better work is done because it broadens the vision. And
yes, it leads to a collaborative culture when people. It may not initially work as a team and collaborate, but gradually, when you keep sort of working together and thinking together, then collaboration does emerge and develop.
A democratic environment is built and personality development takes place, and a more comfortable environment is created with the institution of leadership and the ownership increases.
So most of the elements here are more linked to sort of creating a collaborative environment, a culture where people feel comfortable in sharing work and working together. And certainly that leads to developing, on the one hand, your own confidence, and on the other hand, it encourages you to participate, and also, as you mentioned somewhere, that hidden potentials come forward. Sometimes you may never know that some people have got some strengths until you are sitting together and talking about them, and somebody somehow that might get mentioned, and then you can see that there is potential there. Which group here? Advantage. Yes, stress is also shared. That's also good one. Most of the points, if you have been, they overlap in many ways. Yes, I mean, at least you are providing a forum to everyone, and a place where they can all get together and get to know each other and get to know each other's strengths, and then perhaps use those strengths in more positive ways. What are the disadvantages?
One thing I think has not been discussed as yet. One of the other advantages of the shared distributed leadership is that since the whole task is being taken up by various leaders, so people would then not matter that much. It will be the whole system which will be mattering. So if one or two people are not in the system anymore, they leave, the system won't break down. It would not come down. It would. So I think that is.
That there will not be complete breakdown, because at least if one or another task is held, other things are going on, and you can replace that one thing. Yes? Disadvantages?
Inappropriate choice may hinder
automatic
the
pilot.
task.
Very important. Please now listen to
Flying
this. They are
with
equally important.
Dominating personalities
That's
Please repeat the question.
inappropriate choice may hinder ordering the task.
If you give a responsibility to a person who is not the right person for that task, it might delay the task. It's very important for education, and that is where judgment and decision making comes into play.
Demotivation among members if they are afraid to do something.
Yes, there is a potential there, and that is where the importance of providing ongoing support is very important. Don't give a task to a person and leave that person out there in the desert. Keep giving continuous support to the person.
Dominating personalities.
It can be a problem. Yeah, you see, some people are very dominating and they might sort of take a lot of big share of things, and others might feel that they are being deprived of participating. So it might kill the very spirit of participation and collaboration.
More conflicts among the members.
It can. It has the potential. It has the potential to lead to conflicts, yes.
And others may disown the task share.
Yes, it can be that some people
When the
might not.
nominated
Yes.
person is not
Yes.
there.
And particularly in the case of conflicts, some people might totally disown themselves and distance themselves from that task. It's very important. Reviews are an ongoing support is very important.
And as it's a shared responsibility and everybody has to do something, you know, the stress factor increases at all the levels.
Yes.
Again, the shared responsibility, imposed responsibility impedes the performance. If somebody is not coming up doing that to the mark,
Yeah.
everybody is going to take the brunt of it.
Yes.
A weak leader might not want to get exposed, and picking up the people, the leaders who are not as competent.
Yeah.
And they want to just pick up those people who will not be standing against them.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the case of
Very,
succession.
very good point. Certainly, I mean, I think we can talk on these for ages, but obviously we have time constraints, so I'm quickly going by. But it is really, and again, please, I will need all these lists, and probably when I have time, I will sort of get them typed by my secretary, and then perhaps email you what it is. Yes.
Right. Vision of leader is divided into
Yes, it can be. If you can listen, it says that the vision is sort of divided or dispersed, and in that case, it might be time consuming to make a decision. Yes?
Right. Goals or aims cannot be achieved as it would lead to either confusion or compromise decision.
Right. It may. You see, we're not saying exactly that this will happen. It may, as I was talking earlier, that if the right environment, right support, and right mindsets are not developed, then there might be negative things, yes?
Then lack of unity of command.
Why would you say that? In what way is the lack of unity of command?
That was
If there is no one leadership, then obviously there is no hierarchy. And if it is a block sort of figure, not the form, so where the buck stops.
Yeah.
No one be answerable.
Yes.
No one be answerable for his decision.
Yes, in a way you can say that. That has been one of the critiques on distributed leadership about accountability and responsibility.
Yeah.
But obviously these are the things which can be worked out if there is enough communication and a right culture there where people know who is responsible for what. Then responsibility, a sort of a line of responsibility, a channel of responsibility can be established. But if it is not established there, then definitely, I mean, you give a task to 4 people here and say you do it without clearly saying that this will be your share in that, this will be your share in that, this will be yours, and this will be yours. Then if you 4 weeks down the line you come and ask what have you done, nobody will have done anything because they don't know what each one of them was. So work, allocating appropriate tasks within the team also becomes very important.
Yeah, but there has to be one captain, can't have 2 captains.
No, we can't have captains, yes. But yes, I accept that we can't have more than one captain in the sense that there has to be a final decision. But as I said earlier, that decision has to be enacted at a level and generated at a level where people feel an ownership of that.
It should come through a process.
Yes, exactly. And people feel that it is a part of them, so they will willingly contribute to reaching the goals of that decision. Yes, anything else? Next.
Voice caption is also
we
this.
put on a few points that may be common
Yes,
to others.
yes.
Basically, it was about friction, wrong choice of tasks,
Yes, that is the greatest danger.
and then of course meeting deadlines.
Yes, meeting
Could
deadlines.
be a problem area.
When it can be that you give even if different tasks to 4 people to do one particular project, and one of them has some emergency or something and cannot make his or her input, the whole task might be helped.
And there are too many generals in a small.
Yes, the value is there. The value is there. Yes.
Decision can be frustrated by the loss.
Yes.
Task cannot be completed on its own.
Yes. I mean, that point is interesting. The decision can, sometimes when you are the only person making decisions, you can make a quick decision. And sometimes when you are waiting for other people to give their opinions, it might delay decision making. You may not feel as strong about making decisions if there is not enough democratic culture and people feel responsibility that here is an issue, I have to give my opinion, whatever it is, and because a decision needs to be made. So, time factor is, you have to set very clear frameworks, deadline. We need consultation by this time, we need your opinions by this time. Yes or no? If you don't want to give an opinion, you can say that I don't want to give an opinion, or I don't have time to give an opinion. But it shouldn't hold the whole project by sort of not responding. Not responding is the worst thing. Saying no is not bad. You can be in circumstances when you may not be able to do something. So just say no, I don't have time for this. It can be because we have. Yeah.
And in educational institutions, children are actually wrong decisions are very hard.
Right, yes, it can.
And teachers are overburdened, and in the absence of set hierarchy, things can go straight. Things can go straight. I mean,
Things can go straight, such as?
Like you said, if instructions were not fair, and at the end of the day,
Yes.
and reliance is
Yes. Sometimes you are relying more on others to do things rather than personally getting involved. You just develop the habit of delegating to others. There is the potential. That's why I say that it can be the potential. So, I mean, we're talking about potential. It's excellent. Please again collect these sheets, and I would like to have them. Naveed, if you can collect both sets of sheets, please, for me. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't get your name. Ikra, huh? That's nice. Right. Separately, you keep both sets separate. One is disadvantages and the other. Right. Another topic that is within this distributed leadership, because the whole purpose of sort of renegotiating the concepts of leadership is developing capacity. What do you think is capacity development? Developing capacity?